Great Friday morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Christy. Welcome to Yoga, Tai Chi, and Pilates. So today I'm going to start with a traditional Tai Chi warm-up. It'll take about 10 minutes and then we'll move into some yoga poses and then we'll get on the floor and do some Pilates. So grab your mats, maybe a towel or some water, and come on back. So just relaxing the arms, feeling all four corners of the feet. You can rock front to back. And your feet are right at hip width distance apart. If any portion of this is too much, know that you can just do this in a seated position. Get in a chair. Relax the arms. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your chin to chest. Inhale. And release down. Let the weight of the head lengthen the back of the neck. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and breath out. A couple more. Enjoy the slowness of the Tai Chi practice. Roll the shoulders back and lift the head and neck. I want you to rub your hands together. We're going to get our energy ball here. Focusing on the breath here. Open the hands. Close. Breath in. Breath out, breath in, and breath out. Now I want you to take a deep breath in and spiral as you exhale and look right. Out center, let the hands pass. And make this progressive, so each time try to get just a little deeper into that gaze and opening in that neck. One more each side. And release down. All right, moving from the neck to the shoulders, just roll those shoulders down and back, warming them up. Good, now take a deep breath in, exhale, again breath in, exhale, one more in, and exhale. Now focusing on the right shoulder, I want you just to open up and look behind you. Just gently opening the chest and the shoulder. Maybe you go right here, right? So small to start, just to kind of get your body ready for the bigger movements. Let's do that once more with that right shoulder. And release down. Open up with the left shoulder, again small to start, and then make it more expansive. A couple more. Feel that length in the chest. And one more. All right, so let's grow a couple inches right here, all right? I want you to revisit your energy ball. Open, close, open, close. One more, please. Now here, I want you to press one palm to the floor and one palm towards the ceiling. Let your gaze go upward. Now let's use the breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Excuse me. Inhale. Exhale. Each time getting just a little taller, creating more length in the spine. Focusing on the back, warming up the back. All right, now I want you to come center. We're going right back to that energy ball. Rub the hands together. Breath in. Excuse me. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Good. Now take a half a step out so you have a little bit of a wider base. So your feet are wider than your hips. Get that energy ball, turn it on its side, and I want you to spiral to the right. Come center, flip that ball and spiral to the left. Warming up the muscles that wrap into the back, those girdle muscles. Directions. Change directions. Let's do that one more time each side. Notice the muscles that you're warming up. All right, so now we're going to go into really what Tai Chi is all about, and it's weight shifting. Not all about, but you know what I mean. It's where the benefit is in fall prevention, is the weight shifting to the right, weight shift to the left, weight shift right, and weight shift left. Because like we talk about in some of the other classes, you know, anytime you're weight shifting, you know, changing that center of gravity, putting the majority of the weight on one foot, you're practicing balance. Try to make it bigger. Sweep. Working with your body. So now we're moving from the back and warming up the hips. Good, let's do that one more time each side. Big and expansive. Good. And release down. Now, majority of the weight's on that right leg. I want you to bring your left heel forward, tap center, and left leg back, and your arms come up. Tap center, forward. Wobbles are wonderful. That's your body using muscles to help stabilize itself. Heel, tap, and back. All right, now we're going to tap center one more time on this pass through, and what I want you to try to do is take that center tap out. Ready? Here we go. Heel, toe, warming up the right leg, opening up the left hip. So can you make the motion bigger, more expansive, building more heat in that right leg? Couple more. Heel, toe, one more. And toe, release down, shake it out. All right, so now we're going to do that same thing on the other side. Again, if you have a chair or anything you want to move to the side, that's perfectly fine. Balancing on that left leg, bring the right heel forward, tap center, and back. Center, forward, center, back. And again, building heat in the left leg. I'm your mirror image, of course. Now try to take that tap out of the middle. Here we go. Heel, toe. A little bit of a challenge here. I mean, people think, oh, Tai Chi is so easy, it's so slow. I can't go that slow. It's hard to go slow. You have control when you go slow. And back. You using more of your core strength when you go slow, activating those core muscles. A couple more. Heel, toe, one more. Heel and toe, good. And shake it out, good. So now we're gonna move down to the knee, all right? So warmed up the hip, let's move down to the knee. And this is gonna require a little coordination here. We're gonna punch right and tap left. So your hands are right by your hips. So you got little soft fist here. You're gonna tap, tap front, opposite arm, opposite leg. So do a little check, make sure it's opposite. Moving down towards the knees. Soft fist, okay, so it's not a punch. No, it looks like one. It's a baby punch, how about that? All right, so now can you take this tap and bring it up for a little balance hold? Practice. And release and do the other side. Hold it for a few seconds. And release. If it's a challenge, that's okay. That's right where we need to be. You know? And down. You have to overload your system progressively to get, you know, bigger results, right? So if you're going to practice balance, you're going to wobble a little bit, especially when those levers get farther away from the body. It's going to be more of a challenge. And then adding weights on top of it, which we do in some of the classes. One more each side. Good. I see you. Sort of. Not really. I'm not in your house, I promise. I don't have cameras in your house. And release down. So we're still going to do the opposite game here with opposite arm, opposite leg, but we're going to do a weight shift and like a lunge front and then come back. So let's think about lunges and their purpose here. So important, because think of it this way. If you are falling forward, let's say you accidentally trip or stumble, what's the first thing you're going to do? Lunge to catch yourself. So practicing lunges, practicing movements that simulate a fall but you're catching yourself, super important, and I'll be incorporating a lot of this stuff in my classes. Okay, one more each side. All right, good. All right, bring your hands right here on your knees and do a gentle circle here with your knees. And reverse. All right, so moving down from the knees, our ankles. I want you to balance on the right foot, flex, and point the left toes. Left foot, rather. All right, warming up the ankle. Ankle and feet, super important. All right, and switch sides. Flex, point. And switch sides. Now this time we're going to rotate in and out. And so we have any ankle rollers out there? That's me. You're up, then you're down. What the hell, right? A couple more. And switch sides. And heel, toes, heel, toes, heel. One more. All right, good. So now what I want you to do, grab a quick drink of water and come back. Stay in the standing position because we're going to go through a sequence of yoga poses and then we're going to go to the floor. All right, hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Not sure how to get started to make changes in your life? Reach out to me for a free consultation. I can help you make those changes that you really want. right, so I hope you're all nice and warmed up for some yoga. So what I want to do is go into a traditional triangle pose. And a triangle pose differs from some of the other standing poses in the fact that both legs are straight. All right, so in like a warrior one or a warrior two, the front leg is bent. So with a triangle pose, your legs look like a triangle, right? Two sides and then the floor is the third side. So, and it really is good for a couple reasons. It helps open up the back of the leg, but it also helps you engage your core and you practice a little balance with it. So I want you to bring your arms all the way out, just like you would in a warrior two. Let your gaze go down that front arm. Pull your shoulders over your hips. Now I want you to glide forward, all the way forward. At your farthest point, you can just rest your finger pads on your leg. Now if this is too much, grab a chair or anything to hold on to, but it's because it takes some core strength to maintain this position. All right. Now I want you to feel the length in the back of that front leg. And I want you to try to open the shoulder and look up towards the ceiling. Now release down. And I want you to bend the front knee now. Pick up the back heel and bring your hands right beside that front foot. So now you're almost in a lunge. But what I want you to do is to kick that back foot up and lift it. And we're going to open up into a half moon position. Now if you can, now this is a great opportunity to get against a wall, because now you can really feel the full expression of this pose, right? You can get this leg up, open up and look up, because you know the wall is right there. Release down, bring that back foot in and roll it up. All right, so getting against a wall for this one really does help. Let's do that same thing on the other side. Opening up into a beautiful triangle. I want you to think about that shape. Shoulders right over hips. Glide forward, tip, and lengthening through the back and the inner thigh of that front leg. Again, shoulders are stacked. Your gaze is going upward. Now we're going to release, bend the front knee, cartwheel the hands right beside that front foot, and kick that leg up, and then look up, if you can. I'm not, well, sometimes I can. It depends on the day. Some days are better than others when it comes to balance. And just about everything, actually. Good, and release down. And roll it up. Pull those shoulders down and back. Let's go into our mountain pose. Rock those feet front to back. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, show me some heart. Big dive forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold. Drop hips, belly on thigh. Inhale up. And hands come heart center. So let's do a little bit of spiraling here. So we're gonna visit our chair pose. Breath in. And I want you to sink back into your imaginary chair. Breath out. So you're still building heat in the legs. All right. Now bring your hands heart center here. Now you can stay here. But if you can, I would like you to spiral to your right. And you see this left elbow here? I want you to bring it to your outer thigh. And if you can, open it all the way up. So you're using that leverage on the outer part of the leg to really spiral open. Hands come heart center. Unwrap that spiral, push up. And hands come heart center. So let's do that on the other side. Breath in. Sink back, breath out. Hands come heart center. And give a big spiral in the opposite direction. Elbow to outer thigh. Open up. And hands come together. Unwrap it. Push it up. Good. And hands come heart center. All right, so my nose itches. Somebody's gonna come see me. So what I want to do now, I want to do a warrior one on each side to get a little length in the hip flexors, and then we're going to go to the floor. So I want you to step right, bring that right foot forward and that left foot back. All right, so now we're going into just a traditional warrior one. So that front knee is bent, back leg is long and strong. So I want you to tell your glute to open this knee up, to activate and open this knee up. And I want you to engage this quadricep, so lift this kneecap up. This is the area we want to stretch. Sweep up and exhale. Try to tell this hip just to come forward just a little bit more, and that's going to wake up that hip flexor. Inhale, exhale. Let your gaze go upward. Let's take several deep breaths here and hold this pose. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and breath out. Hold it. One more inhale and exhale. Now, bring the hands right beside that front foot. Pick the back heel up and step your feet together and bring the opposite foot back. Left foot stays forward, sweep up into a beautiful warrior one. Now same thing opposite side, right? This knee, look at this knee. My glutes weak. Squeeze it open. All right? Hip flexor right here. Length, breath in, breath out. Again, inhale, exhale. Breath in and breath out. Awesome. All right, now bring the hands right by that front foot. Pick the back heel up, step back with that left leg, and come right into a down dog. Alternating, pressing the heels to the mat. Breath in and breath out. Heels seek the floor. All right, let's come down into a traditional table position. So if this bothers your knee, go ahead and get a pillow or some extra cushion to put under the knee. All right, and I'm going to turn sideways because I think you can see me a little better in this position. So we're going to go into a bird dog. So before we do that, let's release the spine. Gently round and arch, a nice spine, some spinal mobility here. Round and arch. Good. And come to neutral. Now I want you to extend out your right leg and your left arm. And I want you to lift it up and I want you to hold it. Keep that hip parallel to the floor. Hold it. And bring it down. And now we're going to switch sides. Extend out. Left leg, right arm. Lift it. Hold it. And bring it down. Switch sides again, left arm, right leg. Hold it. And bring it down. And switch. Right arm, left leg. And release it. One more time each side. Left arm, right leg. Lengthen, lift, hold. And release. Finish it up. And release. Spinal mobility again, round, arch, neutral. Uncurl the toes, bring your knees a little wider. Extend all the way back, reach way overhead. Extended arm child's pose here. So lengthening through the torso. So this is a rest pose, and it's a great place to go if you're tired, or if you're in a yoga class and you need to take a break. This is the perfect place to go to. And reach over to one side, opening up through the side of the body. And the other direction. Good. All right, shift forward and turn around and have a seat. All right. And then I want you to slowly roll back. Come all the way back into a supine position. My ribs are still bruised. So it's a little bit of a compromise. All right, so your hands are right by your glutes. And I want you to listen to me here, because we're gonna fire the glutes, but we're not gonna lift the hips up. I just want you to squeeze the glutes, take the arch out of your back, and bring it back in. It's just like a pelvic tilt, okay? Firing those glutes. And release. Take the arch out. Put the arch in. Take the arch out. Put the arch in. So glute strength is super important, especially as we age, to support and stabilize that lower lumbar. So if you have low back issues like these exercises are so important for your back health and to keep you out of pain, because there's nothing worse than back pain. It's awful. Maybe tooth pain. I don't know. It's bad though. One more. Good. All right, now we're gonna fire and heat up the core with a little traditional Pilates. So pull those knees in, massage that low back. Hands right by the glutes, lengthen through the back of the legs. Now I want you to pretend like you're walking on the ceiling. So try to get more length and make this nice and slow and controlled. And of course, the bigger you make it, the more heat you're gonna build. Now, if you wanna turn this up a volume or so, or a little bit on the intensity, you can tuck your chin to chest and add a press through the palms. Keep breathing. Couple more. Good, hug the knees in, massage the low back. So now we're gonna do a traditional corkscrew exercise. So your heels are together and your toes are apart. And I want you to draw tiny little clockwise circles with your feet. All right, and try to make it just progressively bigger at your range of motion. So you wanna feel super tight in the core, right? So we're not confident, this should not hurt. And if it does, drop a leg and just do circles with one leg, all right? Because we're gonna change directions. but just make sure you're not hurting that low back. This is about getting stronger. I want you to feel muscle heat, but not body pain when we do these exercises. And there's a big difference. All right, I want you to be uncomfortable, comfortably uncomfortable, but not in pain. If anything hurts, don't do it. One more. Awesome. All right, now hug it in, release through that low back. I like this move because it reminds me of a wine bottle and a bottle of wine, because it's called the corkscrew. Heels together, toes apart. Now tiny counterclockwise circles. And boy, if we drank some wine during this pandemic, I admit myself, I drank a little too much, but we'll get through it together, right? Everybody's super stressed, so I want you to really focus on what matters right now, because it's easy to get lost in the hoopla of the media and what's going on. Just remember to love yourself, love each other as best we can, right? We'll get through this. It's just a real sucky situation right now. But with adversity, we build character. And this year we're going to have lots of character building. A couple more. Use that core. One more. All right, hug it in. Massage that low back. All right, so I want you to grab behind the knees and roll up. I can't do it because my ribs are bruised still. So, I know, right? That's what I get for being on a motorcycle. I'm too old for that crap. All right, so no more wild hog days for me, or Hell's Angels, I'm over it. Roll those shoulders back, left hand on the mat. Sweep up, lengthen through the right side of that body. Good, and release. Use the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, sweep your finger pads behind you, and I want you to look up. Arch the back. Now sweep the hands around, grab your knees, round the back. Arch, look up. Exhale, round. Arch, look up. Exhale, round. And pull your shoulders down and back, and your spine becomes neutral. Now I just want you just to close your eyes here just for a minute or so and just be quiet. Be quiet, be still, focus on the breath. Heart center's open and full of gratitude. So I want you just to gently send a positive thought to someone that might need it. A gentle effort here to extend love to someone. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and breath out. And when you're ready, you can slowly open the eyes. And the light in me celebrates the light in each of you. Namaste. Have a fabulous Friday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much for participating in our fitness programs today, but please remember before you start any exercise program to consult with your physician first. Please honor your body. Thank you.